Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Captain Sexy Pants, so welcome to the first episode of Classics Revisited. The one review show that I've been promising since the first day I told everybody that I was going to start making videos, and tonight's going to be the first episode. I wanted to do one because I thought of a story with a couple friends of mine, and then I wanted to share it with you, and there was a movie that went perfectly along with it. So now I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to watch Scream, and I'll come back down, have a story to tell you, and we'll see if this movie holds up after, I don't know, 15 years or however long it's been since it came out. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys at the end. Okay, so I just came downstairs from watching Scream. So it's story time. It's 1996. Scream has been out in the theaters for a couple days, and I went and saw it like Thursday morning at 11 o'clock because I was so wanting this movie to be great. And so I saw like the first showing they had at the Cinedome 6. And, well, to put it nicely, it was awesome. I loved it. I thought it was great. And the next night, my brother from another mother, George Thomas, either calls me or stops by my parents' house and says, "We're going to go see this movie called Scream tonight." Me and Terrell Armstrong and his girlfriend at the time, Andrea, were going to go see it. Wanted to know if I wanted to tag along. So, of course, I'm like, yes, because this movie is phenomenal. OMG, emoticon, smiley face. It was awesome. So we go to the theater and we get our tickets and we go and we sit down. And the movie starts and I already know what happens. So it was more like, I'm just, let's watch the second time, it'll be fun. I actually heard Andrea scream. I mean, like literally, ah! The movie theater was full and everybody else was screaming and really into it. And this was the first time I had ever been in a theater where someone actually screamed. Like, I'd seen scary movies and stuff in theaters before, and never had I think I heard anybody scream. So this is one of the first examples I can think of the power of cinema. It's like, ooh, people actually react to these films like this. Maybe I was so desensitized because I've been watching that stuff for, I don't know, 20 years already, probably, as long as I can remember. So it was a real eye-opening experience for me, and I wanted to pass the story along to you guys. So now let's get into the nuts and bolts. Let's get into the brass tacks. Let's get down to business. So there's my bad Dusty Rhodes impersonation, but everybody has a bad Dusty Rhodes impersonation. Wes Craven directed this movie, and brief synopsis for those of you who haven't seen it. It's a little town, I guess, maybe in California, where somebody's going around and offing the other students in this high school. That's the black and white version. More detail, it's a spoof or a send-up on classic slasher films. The movie is very self-referential. It lots of winks and nudges. God, I sort of think I'm having a spasm or something. He's going around killing a bunch of kids. This is why you watch these movies. Do not say you don't. Oh, I want to see the story and I want there to be character development. You know who says that? People like me say that. And don't be like me. Just enjoy it. And they made four Scream movies. I mean, come on. Let's be real for a second. Is it a classic? That's up for debate. Is it passable to watch again and get the same kind of enjoyment out of it after you've seen it once? No. I really don't think it stands up. I found myself kind of looking for tricks and hints and things of the nature to kind of see if I could figure out that it really was them for early in the movie. And they did a pretty good job. The script is pretty tight. But is it a classic? Yes. To me, I'm going to say yes. I say it's a classic, henceforth why it's on this list. It even happens to be the first video that I'm going to do on the subject. Is it a classic for everybody? No. Maybe I cheated a little bit picking this. But, I had a story, and I wanted to share it. Does it hold up after multiple viewings? No. You find yourself not watching the movie and just looking at things like continuity errors and plot holes and things like that. And that's not what you want in a classic. For me, it's a classic because, it's got a little soft spot in my heart for Wes Craven. He didn't make a whole lot of really good movies, but he made a couple that were pretty good. People Under the Stairs is a Wes Craven movie that I think a lot of people don't give any love to. And The Hills Have Eyes, that was Wes Craven too. Not the one directed by the guy that did High Tension. I can't remember the guy's name. But Wes Craven directed the first one. I think it might have been like 76, 78, somewhere around there. I mean, it's a pretty old film. Decided to add a couple Did You Knows because everybody loves Did You Knows. So your Did You Know for this one, it's kind of long, but still kind of interesting. When they were originally filming Scream, the dailies were going off to the production studio so they could look at them. And it was everybody's favorite guy, Mr. Weinstein. And he was looking at the dailies. He was not a fan of the Ghostface mask. He didn't think it looked scary. And the dailies that were coming to him, he didn't think it was going to be scary. He's like, I hired you to make a horror movie. Where's my horror? They had really even considered firing Wes Craven during the filming. Wes Craven cut the first 14 or so minutes of the film and sent it off to Weinstein to look at. And if you notice, the first 14 minutes of the movie are not an indication of the comedy and everything that's going to follow. It's actually pretty gory and pretty violent. This got to Weinstein, and he saw the Ghostface mask, and he saw Drew Barrymore get eviscerated, and her boyfriend get eviscerated on a lawn chair. All of a sudden, we have a horror movie. Oh my God, let's do this. The other thing that was kind of interesting is the director of photography of the film was also supposed to be fired. Or he wasn't going to be fired. He was told to fire his production staff, the camera staff, because Wes Craven was getting a lot of the film coming back and they were all blurry and out of focus, kind of like my video. And he was told to fire the entire camera crew. You stay on, director of photography, fire everybody else. So he goes into Craven's office and he says, "You can't fire me. If you make me fire my staff, I'll quit." And as soon as he said that, they fired him on the spot. Fired the entire production crew of the film crew, and rehired a whole new staff with a week's left of regular filming that still needed to be done. So don't mess with Wes Craven. So what I learned from making this video is, 1, don't take edibles and make videos, and 2, make sure you record an ending. This is Captain Sexy Pants. Your links are going to be here. Please click on them. Share this with your friends. This is why you should not take edibles and make videos. In the immortal words of Sunnyside, my favorite YouTuber all time, peace.